Hey, what's up everybody, it's Pablo1713. Hi and welcome in Anno 117 Pax Romana. So today, as you can see, we are standing in a Grammaticus Building, and today we're gonna talk about the research and the top technologies that you should research in your game. But before we're gonna start, as I am part of Ubisoft Creators Program, I would like to thank Ubisoft for giving me access to this game. And to get access to this Grammaticus Building, you're gonna need to get to the second tier of your population. And then, as you can see right in here, we got Grammaticus Building, which will unlock research technologies, which is accessed right in here. As you can see, research, or we can press Ctrl T. In the research, we had three different branches. We got economic, we got civic, and also military. First, we're gonna go into economics. I'm just gonna position everything. This is gonna make sense in a few seconds. And before we're gonna start, I'm gonna mark everything in 4 colors. So the yellow will be the key tech, red one will be path to the key tech, then the blue one is the good tech for the later, so you don't have to research it straight away. You can wait a little bit because it's not urgent one, but also important. And the green one is the unlocked by requirement. I will explain everything in few seconds. So first, in the economics, we can research 3 techs. We got the trading post upgrade, then we have the depot permit +1, and also we got the warehouse upgrade. So both, or not both, but 3 of them, all of them are very important. But first one that I want to focus is right in here, the trading post, because we are getting to the most important one, which is right in here, the knowledge area effect +1. This will give us more knowledge. In all of those technologies trees that are right in here, there are only 2 buildings that will give you more knowledge. Right now, we have 327 knowledge per minute, and knowledge, the more knowledge you are generating, the faster the research will be. So right now, if I'm gonna press right in here, you will see that this will be researched in about 14 minutes. But how are we gonna speed it up? By getting more knowledge. And only 2 buildings, this one and also this one, will give us knowledge area effect +2 for the siege workshop. So only 2 technologies speed up the research building. So this is very important to focus on this one, because this will give us more research and faster research in the future. Alright, so the next text we have right in here, we got the income area effect from the fishing hut and also cockle picker. And this is important, but maybe in the future, not straight away, because you will not build any buildings in front of your sea straight away. Then we have this one, but this is locked by Albion. So as you can see, choose Celtic path in the Albion and housemates in your realm. So you can wait with this for the future because you will not get it straight away. Then we have the charcoal, fuel efficiency +12, but also, as you can see, choose the Roman path in the Albion and house mercators in your realm. Which means that we can wait. This is going to be very important because fuel efficiency is very important, but you can wait until you're going to get to the Albion. And of course, we got the paved roads. This is important, but also for the future, because we need to store 5 tons of concrete, and we don't have concrete straight away. And then we are getting into the unlocked by requirements. So first one in the left side, we got the established trade route in the Albion. So, we can wait for it because we're gonna get it in where we're gonna get to the Albion. And in here we got established trade route in the Latium and generate at least 500 knowledge. And here is very important fact about the unlocked by requirement, because you might think that to get to this point you need to go through the whole branch. So for example, you can get this one research and then this one and this one. This is not true. I will show you right away. So here we need to establish the trade route and get and generate 500 knowledge. Right now we are generating 327. But if I'm gonna get my villa, I got the specialist right in here. It will generate plus 1.2 knowledge for every building that is in the range of my villa. So I'm gonna press here, we got information about the knowledge, 327 right now. Just gonna mouse over it. And we got extra from the city status plus 72.2, because we got the level 3 right in here. As you can see, level 3. This depends on how many people we got in your city. I mean, on the island, right? So I'm just gonna get in here. I'm gonna get the research. As you can see, straight away we got 441. So this will, I'm just gonna unpause the game, so we're gonna get everything. Then we're gonna get some more by upgrading cell houses and get more people inside of the buildings. This is solved, we got more and more because people are getting into the houses, so we're gonna have 500, and then we need to establish the trade route. First our island, so let's new trade route. We got our city, then we're gonna go into NPC, trading NPC, and she is demanding the clay. So we can get some clay, we're gonna need our ship, we're gonna take the ship. We're gonna go and take the clay, just like few pieces, like I don't know, like 2, and we're gonna sell it. And then I think that's gonna be enough. And as you can see, yes, we got the research done. Latin research is now available. So as you can see, we did this, and thanks to that, we can go and skip all those technologies if we want, of course, and get into those technologies that are right in here. So you don't have to go straight in line to get to the bottom. You can just focus on one requirement, fulfill it, and thanks to that you will skip all other technologies that are in here. So this is a very important key tip about the requirements, that you can skip all branches by just filling the requirement in those specific places in the technologies trees. So once we're gonna have this requirement done, then we can go to the next technologies. Here we got the Latin water construction, so coastal production buildings, we can build them on water. Probably going to be useful, but later on. Then we have the Governor Villa, Libertus Workforce plus 25, so very important technology. Everything connected with the workforce is very important for sure. Then we have Aqueduct Boost Farms, and once you're going to have the aqueducts, then you can focus on this one, because this will boost the farms. Here we got the mackerel population plus 50%, and we can produce them without the mackerel's population on your island. So this is very important. I want to show you on my island. Right now I don't have the mackerel's fertility right in here, as you can see. But for example, this island on the top, they have the mackerels, as you can see, mackerel population. So thanks to that, you'll be able to get the mackerels from the sea even without any population that is in your fertilities island information. So very useful technology. Next one, we got the tapper. So once you're gonna have the raising tapper, then you can think about it, but we're gonna move forward. Then we have something, so in here we got the water improved for production buildings, so water consumption minus 20%, but this is also locked. As you can see, we got the lock information that we need to research the duct irrigation, aqua arborica, and also hashing. So we need to get this one, also right in here aqua arborica, and also hashing. So we need to develop all those technologies to get in here. And then we have the warehouse loading speed plus 25%, so very important technology, because warehouses efficiency is very important. And also Governor Villa, plebeian workforce plus 50, so this is also very important. So if you're gonna go into Albion, get this requirement, so establish trade route in the Albion, we can research the woodcutter that can use the meadows. This can be very important, but later on. And we can have the Albionic water construction, probably something that we'll choose, because when you're gonna unlock this, you can go in here and then get the drainage, so drainage channel. This is very important technology for the Albion, because thanks to that you can change the swampy marshes and create the solid land that you can use for the buildings. Then we have in here marshes services, so probably good idea once you're gonna get into the Albion, but later on. Here we got the Governor Villa, Wader Workforce plus 25. Wader Workforce plus 25, so very important. Then in here we got the aqueduct, so if you want to get this technology, then you need to research also this one and also this one. So aqueduct boosts mines, so something for the future, both of those two technologies. And then we have the iron deposit 50%, allows iron mines to produce even without the iron deposits. So very important and very needed technology. And then we have the aqueduct basins, water supply plus 50%. So this is also connected to the aqueducts, so this will gonna be very important once you're gonna have the aqueducts researched. Alright, so we are getting to this branch, to the left side. Here we got the requirement, open 12 mines in Albion and generate 9,000 knowledge, so a lot of knowledge. In here we got 7,500 tiles of marshland, need to be drained, and also 1,602 knowledge, that's a lot of requirement. Here we got 150 tons of charcoal in Latium and generate 1,503 knowledge. A lot, but this is achievable very easily. Here we got construct 5 aqueducts in Latium and produce at least 9,000 knowledge. So the same number as here and here. So this is the mid ground, so something that will get sooner than the other stuff. So let's go straight in here. And here we got the trade pier. So this can help you once you're gonna have a lot of ships, right? Here we got the firmer foundation, allows placement of the harbor buildings in water. Probably useful in the future, for sure. Here we got the increase of shore building range, so if you're gonna get this will be very important. Then we have depot limit +1, so if we're gonna go to the limit of the storage, maybe there's information about some storage requirements later on, but maybe in the future, you just need to keep an eye of this. Way streets, so you can get people to move around your buildings that are in this area of your harbor. So all of those buildings are connected to the harbor buildings. Here we got a trading post upgrade and also warehouse upgrade. So important stack, but later on in the game, so you don't want to miss them if you're gonna need to get some more storage in your city and more efficient warehouse and also trading port. We're gonna go to the left side. In here we have the grape fertility, so very important probably in the future for sure. Then we have the governor villa, smith workforce and also mercadors workforce +25, so very important. Then we have the beaver trapper, productivity +25, can use forest and also meadows. Probably very important also. And then we have the mines productivity +5%, only 5%. Doesn't seem a lot, but probably it will be enough. In here we got the drainage channels +80, so also important when you're gonna have the aqueducts. So let's go into this side of the tree. In here we got the gold ore +50%, and we can have the gold mines on all islands. This is very important one. Then we have the +50% workforce, also important, right? And then we have the weird charmer +25 productivity and can use forest. Maybe useful once you're gonna have the flight of birds, so the bird charmer. Then we have the fuel efficiency +30%, so this is very important. Fuel efficiency is important. And then super important, something that we'll try to get straight away, which is legendary specialist. As you can see, this will give us randomly selected legendary specialists focusing on economy, finance and also nature. And in here we got established 5 inter-regional trade routes and produce at least 17,000 knowledge. That's a lot. Here we got the beekeeper, right? So productivity +25, can use forests. So probably when you're gonna get it. Here we got the max offshore building range shore, probably very important. Then we have the good specification in trade piers. So thanks to that we can have the specific trade pier. For example, if you're gonna import, for example, I don't know, clay, then only this pier will accept clay. Very useful in the future for sure. And here we got the warehouse discount. So construction costs are halved. But it is really far away in the tech tree. Probably you're gonna have plenty of warehouses anyway. This should be somewhere closer in the tech tree. And then we have the depot limit +1. Yeah, something probably very important for you in the future. Alright, so let's go into Civic technologies. On the left side we have here with the flagship cargo weight slowdown -20% and +2 cargo slots. And on the right side we got the effect range for the markets +25. So both of them are very important. Probably I will go first with this one and then this one. And next one we have the vigilance available patrols +1, and on the other side we have the custodies available patrols +1. Both of them depending on the situation on your city. If you get problems with fire, then this will be probably important, and with problem with the unrest, probably this will be also important for you. Next one, we get the wells. This is very important for me to increase the fire safety, because there's much smaller building than the vigilance, and this will provide us with water safety, fire safety. And in here we got the watchtowers, so increase happiness nearby. Also important because we can increase, thanks to them, happiness in our city. Then we have Minerva, so this is unlock for our beliefs, for our people, so very important. Then on each side we got the prestige area effect for the barracks +2, but we need to choose the Celtic path in Albion, so this is locked in the Albion. And on the right side, as I show you at the beginning, siege workshop knowledge area effect +2. Very important, but we need to choose the Roman path in Albion and house mercadors in your realm. So we need to have the Roman path to get the extra knowledge generated from the workshop. Very important technology. Then we have the official permit +1, and this will give us extra specialists, so in the future very, very important. Then we have the workforce needed -20% for the warehouses, and also upkeep cost -10, so very important technology. And then we have the latrines, increase health nearby. So health also very important. We have, thanks to that, we got the happiness, we got the fire safety and health. So 3 most important things in our cities. Then we're gonna go into the first unlocks requirements. Here we got to reach the city status of growing city and generate 500 knowledge. On the right side, devote 2 cities into single patron and generate 500 knowledge. So both of them will be easily achievable. So on the left side we got Trireme, so we got the new ship. This is very important to get. And on the other side we got the Medici available patrols +1, also important if you're gonna have problem with the health. And here we got the Shrine Permit +1, also important. Actually, in this tech tree, almost everything probably will be very important. Then we have the Cernuros, and also we have the Mercury Logos, so 2 gods that we can unlock. Here we got the effect range for the recreation grounds +20%, probably in the future once you're gonna have them. And here we got the Official Permit +1. On the other side, we got the effect range for the Grammaticus +20%, very important because thanks to that we'll be able to expand and get more even knowledge. And then in here we got the happiness area +1 for the Custodians. So probably important in the future, depending on the situation on your city. Here we got the large gifts. I don't think that I'm gonna make any gifts to any NPCs. Here we got the large loan. I don't think that I need to have large loan from anybody. In here we got the Governor Villa, Prestige +200, so important thing for sure. Yeah, so right in here, what I will do, probably I will go into the ship, then this one, this, and get the knowledge. Or maybe knowledge is it's gonna be the most important. Then I will go Ichi and then straight into this. Yeah, probably yes. And far on the left side we got the fire safety area effect for the vigilance +1. Then we have 3 unlocks, so we have 500 and 500 Celtic and Romanized population and also knowledge. Then we have 5 specialists on the island and generate 1404. So Anno 1701. So all the Anno numbers 1404 and also 2070. Yeah, all the Annos. Alright, so this is funny. 2 bats and also 2 forums to produce and unlock this. Alright, so let's go into technology. This is very important. We're gonna have new ship. So this is the Queen Quirim, right? Queen Quirim. And here we got the Alliance Treaty, very important. So thanks to that we'll be able to get the pact with the NPCs. Here we got the response time for the Vigilus, also important if you have problems probably in your city. And then we have all islands effect range of the theaters +20%, so important for sure. Custody's response time -20, so this is like, yeah, on the other side. Then we have the vigils can repair ruined buildings, but we can repair them instantly, so we can just ignore this. Ornament discount if you are someone that want to beautificate your cities, that this is very important for sure for you. And here we got the unlocks ornament road, so for the future for sure. Here we got the Equitium campus, belief area +2, very important for sure. Shrine permit +1, also important. Then we have the gambling house. I'm not sure about the gambling house because I don't know what the effect it has, so probably it's gonna be important, or maybe it can be painful for you because this will become needed for all the tiered tier residents and beyond. Alright. Then we have Medici response time -20%. Here we got Epona, or Epona, is a deity focused on animals and especially horses. Okay, this is the god that we can unlock only for the Celtics. And here we got the official permit +1. So yeah, also kinda important, because thanks to that we can have more specialists. And in here we got the garum demand in Albium and also beer demand in Latium. So I don't know if probably this gonna be giving you more problems than the benefits. I'm not sure, we're gonna see in the future, but for sure it's something for the future, because for sure they're gonna generate probably more money and maybe some other effects, but also you will need to produce and more trade routes in your empire. And we are getting to the last unlock, so in here on the left side we got to reach 50,000 total global prestige and generate 9,000 knowledge. So a lot of prestige to get. In here we got 25,000 global population and also knowledge, 17,000 knowledge, so yeah, that's a lot. In here we got 25,000 devotion from the patron deity and also generate 9,000 knowledge, so probably also achievable. So let's go to the left side. This is very important, very interesting that I want to get. So reveals the preferences of the legendary specialists and captains. So very interesting to have, something that I want to focus to get in here. Then we have the rebuild time -50%. This is meh. Then we have the all islands effect range for the city watches +20% and response +20%. Probably important if you're gonna have big cities, and you're gonna have probably also in the future very important. Then official permit +1. And also water-dependent public services, water consumption -20%. So probably important in the future. But in here on this path, for sure this is very important. Then on the right side we have in here Master Negotiator, so we got the positive reasons for multiple diplomatic actions, probably important in the future. Specialist slots +1, very important. Then we have the marble road discount and paved road discount for the future for sure, when we're gonna get more beautiful roads on our island. And here we got the shrine permit +1, also probably important in the future. And at the bottom we have the appoint rival as specialist, allows you to hire other governors as a specialist that serves you. Very important for sure. And then we have legendary specialists, so very important. So we got the legendary specialist focusing on culture, religion, and also research. So something that I want to get. So let's start. In here we got the repair crane. So very important technology for me straight away. Then we have the slinger, of course, for the future, very important. We have the additional troops. Here we got the encampment option, very important to be able to encamp your troops. Next one, we got something that is locked. Choose the Celtic Pact in Albium to unlock them. So this is the axe bearers. So they are throwing the axes and using axes. Then we have the torching speed +50%. So if you're going to go for the fight, this will speed up the process of torching. Here we got the auxilia morale +75 and toughness +1. So important if you're going to go for the war. Here we got the armor chain. So this will going to be important if you're going to go and get better units. Here we got the wall upkeep -30%. So very important to get some save on the walls, because we're gonna place the walls to defend ourselves. In here we got the attack speed of the towers +10%, very important tech tree. I'll research this straight away. So first I will go into the repair cranes and then in here. So we are going to unlocks. In here we got build a shipyard and generate 500 knowledge. Very easy to get. Here we got the build barracks and generate 500. So both of them you're gonna get straight away. So we're gonna in here. Here is everything connected to the ships, so very important. Plated hulls for the ships. Here we got the movement speed plus 5% and unfavorable wind impact minus 20%. Very important. Here we got the ship repair speed plus 25 and repair radius plus 20. Super important. Then we have the towers that can be placed in the water. Very important. And here we got the shipboard scorpions. Super important. So all of those tech are very important to have. Here we got on the right side everything connected to the troops. So we have the archers, morale plus 50, toughness plus 1, important, right, to get super archers. Here we got the stone walls, so very important to get the stone walls, so better than the wooden ones. Here we got the legionnaires, so new troops, very important to have. Here we got a cavalry, morale plus 25 and also shield protection plus 1, so if you're gonna have the cavalry, then you're gonna need to have this. Troops healing while encamped plus 100%, very important if you're gonna go and attack and then heal your troops while they are in encamped mode. Here we got the onagers, here we got the accuracy and attack speed, so very important for the sure. And here we got the scorpions, very important technology, new units right in here. Then we have the slinger, accuracy plus 10%, ranged offense plus 1. Here we got the tower ballist, also important technology. And here we got garrison archer. And this will actually unlock this very important technology because this will be able to recruit archers in our villa. And they will be in there, so this is very important. Then we have two tech requirements. At the bottom here we gotta sink 10 ships belonging to raiders. Should be achievable, right? Here we gotta expand your army to 5 troops, very easy to get. And 1800, so 1800 Anno, and here Anno 2005, also Anno. Okay, this is funny. Alright, and then we have the technology that we can get. So we got the chariots, new unit, very important, right? Ship catapults, very important, straight away. Here we got the repair crane, repairs plus 1, so we can have additional ship that will be repaired. On the other side, we got the wooden wall discount, probably useful for the future. Then we have another technology, so let's go straight away. Garrison auxilia available plus 1 in your villa, so important one to have in the future for sure. Armor protection plus 1, probably useful for the future. Governor villa, hit points plus 50% and also self-repair speed plus 100%, so very important. Then we have the maintenance cost while encamped minus 30%, also very useful. Praetorian cavalry, new units, very important. And for the Governor Villa, attack range plus 10%, range offense plus 1, attack speed plus 25, so very important. Then we have the axe bearers. If you have unlocked them, then this will be useful for you. So we got the toughness, morale, and also melee offense. Then we have the trading post, range offense plus 5, attack speed 25%, and hit points 50%. Very important for sure. Then we have the scorpions, attack range and attack, very useful. Here we got legionnaires, morale, toughness, and shield protection, very important for sure. And here we can garrison archer, additional archer available, so very important. And there we are going to the final unlocks. We got to conquer one island and generate 9,000 knowledge. Yeah, we need to get the island, right? Here we build walls with a length of 1,000 segments. Should be easy, right? But the knowledge 17,000. That's a lot. And here defeat the raider and generate 9,000 knowledge. That can be tough to get, probably. Because I think that they are talking about the whole nation of the raiders, right?
Busy?
The raider is right in here. Yeah, so we need to defeat him to unlock this one. So it can be tough. And in here, if we're gonna beat him, we're gonna have the Stonewall discount. Probably useful, but once we destroy him, then whatever, right? Then we're gonna have the Garrison Cavalry. That's gonna be very useful. Then we have Praetorian Cavalry, morale plus 50, melee offense plus 1, charge offense plus 4. And then we have the towers and the gates, hit points plus 5%. Only 5%? That doesn't seem enough. But, you know, I don't know, is it even worth it to get in here? But okay. At the bottom here we got the globally minimum distance plus 25 for the towers. That's very important. Then we have the ship construction speed. Meh. Then we have the chariots attack, range, and also movement speed buffs. And here we got the hit points for the walls, only 5%. And in here for the encampments, we're gonna have the happiness +1, fire safety, and also prestige +1. So that can be very useful. Here we got the siege weapons toughness and attack speed, so very useful. And the final, we got the legendary specialist. That will be in military, seafaring, and also civics. So one of those 3 things. And that are all the technologies that are available for us. And at the end, I want to show you my top 10 or more technologies that I will research one by one. So I want to show you straight away. First, we're going to go into economics. And as I said at the beginning, we need to get more knowledge. So I'll get in here straight away to unlock this. Then I will get to my ship, because thanks to that, we're going to have 2 cargo slots and cargo with slowdown. So this is very important. Then I will go to the crane, because I want to be able to repair my ships. And by now, by this moment, where you're gonna get probably to the 4, you'll be able to get into this unlock. So you'll be able to build a shipyard and generate at least 500. Which means that we'll go right in here. So I'll get the better movement speed for my ships. And then I will get in here to get the scorpions. So offensive power for our ships. Then I'll be able to this one, so we'll have the towers in the water. Then the plated hulls and also ship repair speed and radius repair plus 20%. So all the technologies that will get my ships to the better condition, to be much more powerful and faster, so they will be much safer in the area. And once I get this one, I will go back into the technology with the markets to get the better radius, and then I will go in here with all those 3, so we'll have the encampment unlocked, then wall upkeep, and also the attack speed for the towers. And in here we're gonna go into the warehouses, so we're gonna have the watchtower, so we'll be able to increase the happiness and also reduce the upkeep cost and workforce needed for the warehouses, because we're gonna have plenty of them. And in here I will go and get the wells to get the better fire safety, and if I'm gonna have some problems with the fire safety, I will go into vigilance, or if I'm gonna have some problems with the people with rioting, I will go in here to get better patrols. And also, of course, if you're gonna have some problems with the healthy, I will go into latrines, so all depending on the situation in my city. And after that, probably I will go to get some legendary specialists. This will be my final goal, to get something to get all those in here, as you can see, walls. If we're gonna have discount for the walls, we can create plenty of walls, but we're gonna need to have the knowledge. And as you remember, we have this unlock, so I hope that we have the Roman path in the Albion to be able to unlock this, to get even more knowledge, which will be very helpful to unlock all other stuff in here. And then when we're gonna get in here into this situation, so we're gonna have to devote to 2 cities to the single patron, I will go and unlock the option to increase the range of the Grammaticus to get even more knowledge. So we'll get the available patrols for the Medici, and then I will go to get some ships. So reach the city status of the growing city. This is something that you will achieve really easy, and we're gonna have more ships. So yeah, 500 Romanized and Celtic population. That can be tough to get, but this is the other ship that we'll be able to unlock. So those ships are going to be important thing to watch in the research technologies. Also, there's one thing worth to mention, that there are some shortcuts for some specific technologies. For example, in here we got technology in case of emergence. That will require us first to get the inspiration and then get in here, but there are accolades and also Hall of Fame in the game. It's divided into Latium and Albion. As you can see, we're on the level 1, and then in Latium we have 5 levels of unlocks, and in Albion we have 3 levels, and to get them we are spending some victory points, let's say, that can be acquired due to accolades. So we are finishing some accolades, like in here, start your settlement off with the first fishery, give us 15 victory points, let's say. or in here have 9 building plants at the same time plus 15. And then some more complicated like the Ultimate Victor, eliminate any of those guys like Dorian plus 15. And then once you're gonna have all the accolades completed, then you will be able to get additional 90 to claim. Excuse me, I cannot claim because we need to fulfill all of them. For example, have the total population of 50,000 across all your cities, and then we're gonna have plus 15. So yeah, we got the Hall of Fame, and I said in Albion we have in here, as you can see, in case of emergence, we can unlock this discovery right at the start of your game. So if you're gonna spend 20, now this should be unlocked. Let's go into research. As you can see, yes, this is unlocked straight away. So there are some skips, as you can see, that can give you access to more even technologies. So as you can see, I don't have to get in here, I just clicking this. Thanks to that, I have access to some technologies, which makes things even more interesting. This is funny because I just discovered this in here. So here we got, of course, the Neptune, we got the shipboard Scorpions. Here there's nothing tied to the research, but in here, Villa, no. Level 3, we got the mackerel. So once you're going to get to level 3, you'll be able to get the mackerel straight away. Also Woodland Rebirth, the level 4. And irrigation, duct irrigation on the level 5 for the Latium. And for the Albion, we have in case of emergence, of course we got this. Then level 2. And at level 3 we got the Axe Bearers, so we can unlock them just spending some victory points. So those are the skips that we can have and access the technology trees that are locked. So this is, some hidden additional way that we can get. As you can see here, we got the Scorpions straight away. So thanks to that, we can get and unlock everything in here. So this changes my top 10 that I was talking about, because if we can skip in here, then we can go and research everything for our ship straight away. So this is new tactic that we just unlocked. So that's something interesting about the secret thing about the research. Alright, so that's it for today. I hope that this video will be useful for you, that now you have better understanding how the research works, how you can get the unlocks done, how you can skip some unlocks, the specific technology that you want, and not go to the technology tree, just get the unlock and get to the specific technology. Maybe now you have some own ideas about what is the most important technology for you. If so, share with us below the video. You can place your comment with the top technology that you want to focus on, or maybe I missed something that was important for you in the technology tree. Share with me, I'm always happy to answer to any comments below my videos. And also more videos from Anno 117 Pax Romana are coming from me. My city design that is very useful, very functional, you get plenty of money, and this is just the beginning of the city design. Then you can expand it on however you want. You can manipulate however you want it. I want to show you how does it work, how you can get plenty of money, how you can have happiness and other stuff, and fire safety and other that will help you develop and prosper in Anno 117 Pax Romana once it will be released. Also on my Twitch channel I'm planning to make the game seat hunt, so I'm trying to find the perfect game seat for your own game, so you don't have to waste your time with the bad game seat, because sometimes bad game seat can ruin your own experience with the game. So, you know, I'll try to find, I got a list of already like 25 or maybe 17 game seeds that I will check. And you can join me, you can give your own game seed, I will try to check it. And maybe that's going to be the perfect game seed for the future of Anno 117 Pax Romana. Who knows? Alright, so that's going to be it for today, boys and girls. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope that you had some fun with me. And I hope that we're going to meet each other next time. So, boys and girls, have a wonderful day. And if you're watching this at night, then good night. See you next time.